Okay, how do I even start this video? Look, I was gonna go into today's video with this whole thing about how to play a suave businessman in D&D, but I don't wanna make that video. So instead, I'm gonna convince you how to play a paladin. Hit the intro. Okay, look, I had a script. I'm going off script. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about what I want to talk about. I've been thinking a lot about Paladin recently, and here's the reason. I made a video a little while ago about how to play a powerhouse, and I said that Paladin was pretty much the best way to play a powerhouse. I could be right, I could be wrong. My personal opinion, besides the point. I really like Paladin. When I first played D&D and I went through with the player's handbook, Paladin was at the bottom of my list to play. I hated it. The idea of having to play this pious oath just was not my thing. I already really stuck to a lot of strict rules in my younger times, and so I really didn't want to play a character whose whole thing was like, you have this oath you have to follow. That was ridiculous to me, so I was really ignoring it, and I hated that class. First time I ever actually got to be a player, for some reason I played a paladin. Don't ask me why. Actually, I could tell you exactly the reason why. One of my players was running a one-shot where they created this whole cyberpunk sort of world, and I thought paladins were really cool in that world, so I chose to play one. But that was really the first time that I started to fall in love with paladin, and I realized how fun they could be and how cool upholding an oath actually can be. And I know that paladins get a lot of crap in D&D through the D&D community. The reason for that is actually pretty easy and simple to explain and understandable. Paladins have to follow this oath. That can be kind of boring. Paladins are really kind of overtuned, and they seem a little basic sometimes, and so a lot of people don't like them, avoid them. Here's why you should play a paladin. 1, the oath is actually a blessing in disguise. Guys, role-playing is really fun. In fact, the only reason I play Dungeons & Dragons is mainly for the roleplay. I will always choose to take a suboptimal decision if it is optimal for the roleplay. Take a suboptimal decision for the roleplay.
Question.
So if I was going to play a paladin, I'm going to create a flaw, right? A flaw that is huge and unavoidable, and an oath that will eventually come into conflict. And either two things will happen. 1, I am going to have to overcome that flaw, and it's going to be an awesome roleplay moment where my character grows. Or 2, my character will fail to grow. And that in itself is also an awesome roleplay moment. So oaths are really a blessing when it comes to playing a paladin, and it is so fun to have that baked in of this is going to be a roleplay moment at some point. This is going to cause my character to grow, and the other characters around me can have fun with that. So part number 1, the oath is a blessing. Don't let that fall away. I am so animated and have so much energy for this topic, and I don't know why. I apologize if my energy is a little bit much in this video. I don't know. I tried so hard to record the first video, and I was like, you know what? I gotta talk about this. This is something that's really fun to me. Number 2 of why you should play a paladin.
Smite.
Look, okay, Smite's fun. All right, it's okay. It's a cool ability. It can deal a lot of damage. I'm ignoring the mechanics of this. I am purely focusing on what a smite is. Imagine a warrior running up with this large gleaming sword, and energy begins to channel from their heart through their veins, this burning radiant light into the sword, causing the sword to glow and burn, and you discharge, causing this explosion, this shockwave of radiant light. That's super cool. That's a lot of fun. And there are so many ways to describe and roll with Smite. Smite is not just I deal some additional damage. It is the paladin charging their very force of will into the weapon to create radiant light. That's so cool. That's a lot of fun. And if you are not taking the Smite and going ahead and like explaining how this happens, what happens, where it's coming from, I think you're missing out a lot. And Smites can be flavored in so many different ways. Does it charge through your veins like I just explained? Does it gather from the air around and coat the weapon? Do your eyes begin to glow? Does the very room darken as you suck the light away so that you can smite? I mean, there are so many ways to flavor that, and so I think that is so cool, and it's one of my favorite abilities to flavor because of how much potential it has. It is a weapon being supercharged because of a force of will. That's very, very, very fun. I'm gonna take a little bit of breath. It's kind of hot in here. I'm moving around so much. Ugh, okay. And point number 3. And I'm actually going to loop 2 things into this point. Paladin auras and 20th level paladin abilities. Let me explain. Paladin auras, first of all, are awesome because it is once again your force of will literally influencing the world around you to the point where it extends to other players. You give them magic resist, or you give them advantage on saves from charm. There are a lot of different things that paladin auras do, but each one of them is literally the people around you becoming changed because of your force of will. That's really, really cool in my personal opinion. And so when you're looking at that, you're like, oh my God, but you you are literally influencing these figures around you, that can be taken into roleplay as well. Not only is your force of will causing this magical aura to take effect, it can also mean your personal convictions can help urge other characters on to do better things. A large problem and issue with paladins is a lot of people play them as if other people have to uphold their tenets. That's not true. What paladins should do is inspire other people to uphold their oaths and tenets by their actions. No one's going to listen to you if you tell them that they have to do this. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's just a fact of life. And so if these other players, say this rogue who is selfish and conniving and rotten to the core, consistently sees this paladin go out of his way to help people, put his life in danger, and even does so for the rogue, imagine how that affects the rogue. Imagine if the rogue begins to question their own life decision. Imagine if the rogue is beginning to watch this paladin go, they are living their life for others and feeling so much more fulfilled than what I have. What is that like? What's going on? And not only that, the paladin is also, because of this force of will, magically influencing the rogue to be better with their aura. That's awesome. And then the 20th level ability. Paladins are the only class in the game where the 20th level ability is not influenced by their class, but by their subclass. They become an avatar of the oath that they've created. I feel like I don't have to explain how amazingly evocative that is in terms of roleplay. You become this oath that you've created. You become so committed, so powerful, so strong in your force of will that your very being has turned into it. And it gives you amazing mechanical abilities. I love the 20th level paladin abilities, and to be honest with you, they're the only ones I really don't have any criticism for. I think they're amazing, and I would keep them all just as they are. So this is a video where I just kind of had a lot of energy and really wanted to talk about paladins. If people want, I actually could create a video for every single class of why you should play them, and I'm pretty sure I could bring this energy in with every single class like this. I really have a lot of passion for a lot of the classes, and I would love to talk about why you should play them and why I think they're cool. So if that's the case, go ahead and give this video a like, comment down below. How do YouTubers say that with a straight face? Give that video a like, comment down below, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna try and put that in videos. If you like the video, like it. If you want to comment. If you want to subscribe. But I hope either way that you've enjoyed this video, that I've given you some sort of passion to go out and play Paladin, and let me know if you guys want me to do the other classes in this. Anyways, I hope you go out into the world, you enjoy yourself, don't let anything get you down, make the world what you want it to be, and don't forget to play your role. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. God, what a video.